morning. So I got my test results back, and guess who has COVID? Hi, hello, nice to meet you. My name's Sarah, and I don't usually make videos, but sometimes I do. So thank you for coming on this occasion, and cheers to you. You're both a gentleman and a scholar. So, today I thought I'd tell you guys about my COVID experience, just in case anyone was interested. I saw some other people on YouTube were putting up their COVID stories, like what their experience was like with the coronavirus. And I watched a lot, just kind of to know what to expect and to see kind of how my experience lined up with other people's experiences. And I thought it was kind of interesting because I didn't see I didn't find one in English of any expats, foreigners living abroad in other countries, or foreigners living abroad here, specifically talking about their coronavirus experience. So I just thought it would be cool to maybe talk about my experience having the coronavirus here in Tokyo, and because it was quite interesting to me, quite different from what I've heard from friends who have had in my experience has been quite different from what I've heard from some people who had the coronavirus in, for example, the UK or the US. So I just thought it would be interesting to kind of talk about what happened to me and what everything was like here in Japan. One thing I will mention, it is very likely that my face may change when I move. I'm filming this on a beauty app called You Like, which is a really nice app, but it does kind of make you look like an alien when you turn away. I don't know. Anyway, who am I? My name's Sarah. I work for a small video game company here in Tokyo. I translate, and I also do a live MC sometimes. If you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not going to write anything about it here, or say anything about it here because, I'm not supposed to, I don't think. So that is what I do here. I've been living in Tokyo, doing different jobs since 2013. So I have been here for quite a while. My experience might be a little bit different from people who have just arrived, or who have been here for, I don't know, 20 or something years. But anyway, I work for a company here. I actually put most of my experience up on my Instagram stories. If I can find a way, I'll try to include the ones that I put up on my Instagram, kind of at the side here or over here, to just kind of show you guys what I did. But yeah, so you can also follow me on my Instagram. And please don't be a stranger. Let's be friends. Woo. I swear I'm not this weird usually. I'm usually much weirder. Yes. Basically my COVID experience. My symptoms started on June the 8th. So that was a Tuesday afternoon. Basically, we had lunch. I ate my lunch at work at my desk, just watching Netflix as usual. And just throughout the afternoon, I started to feel a little bit sluggish. Not really bad, but you know the way you might feel when you think you're about to get a cold. In Japanese, people say kazegimi. I just felt a little bit, not tired, but kind of like, I don't want to hold my head up. I want to do this. Kind of wanted to do this at my desk, instead of sitting up. And then as I was walking home, I get off work around 7, and as I was heading towards my house, I just started feeling a little bit cold for some reason, which I was wearing kind of a mesh shirt, and sometimes when the air comes through the holes on the mesh, it kind of feels like a little bit more chilling, but I was kind of sweating. When I got home, I took my temperature. Sorry, there's a train going by. When I got home, I took my temperature. My temperature was fine. I was still like 65 point something. Not at all near a fever. However, before falling asleep, like really falling asleep that night, I was shivering. I was wearing 2 blankets. I was freezing. I took my temperature again, and it said something. I was like 37.8. So on the 8th, that's Wednesday, morning, I woke up at like 5. I was unable to sleep. I had a fever of like 38.2 or 38.3, somewhere around there, quite high. I was sweating. I was cold. My head hurt. I was coughing a little bit at this point, I noticed. Just a tiny bug. Like, nothing heavy, but I could feel like some kind of weird coating down there. Very sexy, I know. That's how I felt. But I knew something was weird. I have this. I'm kind of have a little bit of a cough. I have a really high temperature. I need to take a PCR test. It's the first thing I thought. Even before I called out of my job for the day, I went ahead and booked that. So around 2 in the afternoon, I got on my things, and Ryo drove me to the PCR test center in Kabukicho, in Shinjuku. So I just went in. It was very quick, 5 minutes, spit into the little container through a straw. They asked me for my symptoms, and I had all of the symptoms on the sheet. I had a runny nose. I had sinus pressure here. I had everything except the loss of smell or taste, which never really happened to any big degree for me. But I had pretty much all of them. So they told me, okay, if you have a positive result, we'll contact you about taking one more time to make sure you have a positive result. And if you have a positive result that time, then we report the findings. So I was like, okay. So Wednesday, other than going to take the PCR test and contacting my company, it was kind of a blur. I had a fever the whole day. Before I went to bed on Wednesday night, my fever was 39 point something, which I think was when I started to actually really get worried. I went to sleep. I tried not to stress out, but I was getting kind of concerned at that point. So Thursday was the 10th. So Thursday the 10th, I woke up really hard to sleep again, but this time it was mostly because I couldn't breathe through my nose. I got really bad, like a sinus blockage here. My nose was so congested. I couldn't breathe at all. As soon as I would lay down, it would just basically clog up here, and I would be like from trying to breathe through my mouth, which sucked because I also had a really, really sore throat. So my throat, it felt like it was being scraped raw from breathing, and having the air conditioning on because I was so alternately hot and cold. And I couldn't breathe through here. It was a nightmare. But other than that, I was okay. I was still just very lightly coughing. My fever started to go down on Thursday. Actually, my fever ended about a little after lunchtime, I think around 3 p.m. or so. Throughout the day, I was feeling okay, though. I was watching some YouTube and just kind of playing games and on my phone, looking through some books. I was okay. But in the evening, I did get my test result back that was positive for the first test. And they wanted me to go take another test immediately tomorrow on Friday. So I had to schedule that. So Friday is when I let my company know, I have the coronavirus. And they told me, okay, well, tell us when the Hokenjo, or the health department, calls you. So what I've heard is a little bit different in some other countries, perhaps, especially the US. And Japan is, here in Japan, when you have a positive test result, that test result is reported to the Hokenjo, the health department, and the health department will contact you about what you need to do. So they contacted me on Friday. So they contacted me on the Friday and gave me basically directions on what I had to do. And from then on, because I know my, fuck, I can't talk. I have a really bad mouth word connection problem. Mouth, brain, words in from the brain to the mouth. This is very difficult for me. I chose to stay home to take care of myself. They also gave me the option to stay at a hotel, which would have been free. On Friday, symptom-wise, was when I went to bed. That's when I noticed I could not sleep on my side anymore. Usually when I sleep on my side. This is the day my coughing got a little bit heavier. And I noticed that if I slept on my side like this, like I usually sleep, I felt like kind of short of breath, which is kind of gave me a lot of anxiety because I didn't want to, you know, suffocate. I don't know. Anyway, it kind of made me nervous, so I ended up sleeping on my back from Friday, which resulted in me snoring a bit, apparently. So after that, the weekend came, Saturday and Sunday. This was the 12th and 13th. I was fine. I was up. I was dancing around, doing laundry and stuff. I was completely okay. I had no more fevers. The biggest problem was the stuffy nose that would come in the evening like clockwork. My nose would get stuffy around like 7 p.m. And it would give me a headache and my throat would start hurting again because I couldn't breathe through here anymore. I had to breathe through my mouth, and it was like a cycle. So to wrap up, started feeling bad on the 8th. Felt pretty crappy by the time I went to sleep. Had a fever for 2 days, got my positive test result, was feeling fine, but the coughing and the hard to breathe nighttime scenario appeared. And that lasted about 3 to 4 days. After the fever was gone, the loss of taste and smell came about, I'm going to say here in the middle. Here in the middle. So here I am just taking some clothes out of the washer that I left in there for half a day. And I'm wondering, like, I hope they don't smell bad, you know, because that'd be, I should wash them again, right? And I'm smelling them. Oh, they smell fine. They smell like nothing. So then I turned my attention to ye old Japanese cherry blossom from Bath and Body Works a million years ago. This stuff definitely smells. Nothing. I got nothing, y'all. Smells like nothing. Okay, thank you. Next, I turned my attention to ye old Hershey's Cookies and Cream Kisses. These definitely have a flavor, right? Nothing. I got like sweet. Generic sweet. What? Just sugar. Okay. This is how we do.
I guess the thing that was so weird about it is because it was super sudden. Like, I just finished my tea, like, I think 30 minutes ago, and it tasted fine. But, what? Okay.
The longest lasting symptom I had was definitely the coughing. Not really hard, but sometimes in the morning, like, like an old man. The dull taste, and the stupid nose congestion, which sucks. Actually, my ear is still completely like full of some kind of fluid, and it's driving me insane. I get vertigo really easily, so I'm like, wow. Okay, this is cool. Today's episode of Corona Quarantine, me and BTS clean out the freezer with a screwdriver and a spoon. Man, we're doing good. What's happening in here?
Like a patio type area, like I was saying, and then laid more concrete, like so much concrete.
I got it probably during the Thursday or Friday when I was going to work, or maybe that Saturday. Maybe I touched something and touched my face. I didn't really come into contact with many people other than the people who I was with who all got tested negative. So it's kind of a mystery for me. Nobody I was around on Saturday, Friday at work, Monday at work, or Tuesday even at work, the day my symptoms began, nobody around me got a positive test result. So the Hokenjo called me the day after my positive test result arrived. And basically what they want to do is they want to determine how to take care of you. So they're going to ask you different things like, how do you feel? What are all of your symptoms? From when did they start specifically? And where were you before they started up to when they started? So they asked a lot of questions since I was at work on Tuesday about who I sat around, who I was in contact with for 10 minutes or more, did I ever remove my mask, etc., etc. They also asked me if I had been out of Tokyo recently, if I had been around people who had been traveling recently. They asked about if I had been in closed spaces with large amounts of people, and when and where. And they want to know all of that. They also want to know, have you contacted people you have been in contact with, etc., etc. They also contact your company to let your company know about your diagnosis and what having the people treated or possibly tested that you were sitting near or that you've been in contact with your company. They're very thorough. They sent home some people that I work with, one of them unnecessarily. I had not been around that person, but okay. So after they ask you all these things, they also want to know about your particular condition. What have your symptoms been like? How have they progressed? Have any new symptoms arrived, and have any gone away? And what they're very interested in with the health department, they want to know when your fevers happen. So if you get a new fever, they want you to call and tell them. And if you take some kind of fever reducing medicine, I took ibuprofen from the good old US of A. This stuff is my jam. I don't use anything else other than this. They want to know when you took it, and you have to take your temperature before you take that medicine. Tell them your temperature, why you're taking it, and then you can take it. It's kind of a pain. I had to call in the middle of the night once, and the lady just told me, you can just make a memo and report it to us later if you like. If you stay home, the government will send you boxes of food. These 3 huge boxes just arrived. This is like the Japanese government sends you if you have the coronavirus and you're stuck at home. It's full of food and like water bottles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna open them up. I think this is one of those little things you put on your finger and you can test your oxygen level. So how cool is that, though? Thank you, Japanese government. That's so nice. So I don't have to go shopping. I have random stuff here that I can eat and stuff. Yay! Woo! I got the first box open, so let's see what I got. Like, I had some curry. How cool is this? It stays good for 5 years, you guys. What the hell? Okay, thank you. I have chukara and amakuchi, so I have sweet kind if I like sweet kind. Or I have spicy if I like spicy. I got 4 boxes. How cool is that? I got some... Oh, oishi gohan. Yay! So I guess I'm eating curry rice for lunch. Yeah. Woo! Ebi-sen! Yay! Two bags. Wow. And let's see, you got sauce yakisoba. Hey, how about that? More oishi gohan. Sorry, cut off. I got the Delmont veggie juice. I mean, that's good, right? Vitamins. Got some water down here. Got some mixed fruit. Cool. Soy joy. Woo! That's cool. Yay. Okay, time to open up these 2. Okay, next box is open. And, oh yes, we start off awesome with some popcorn. Love some popcorn. We got some books about, some bookage about, what to do with coronavirus. Please tell me, what should I do with this coronavirus that I have? We have lots of, salad. Wow. Okay. Some kind of seaweed salad that we're gonna can make. All right. Good to have your AO, your nutrition. Lots of that. Awesome. We got more popcorn. Oh yeah. We got the animal crackers. Woo! Awesome. Okay. I think this is furikake. Furikake! It's so interesting to me, though. We got, like, okayu stuff. This looks like baby food. I don't know. But you know what? I'm happy. I am so grateful for everything in these boxes. This is so cool. I feel really taken care of. I've got so much yakisoba. Oh, and there's tuna down here. Oh, sorry. Saba! Woo! Awesome. And you guys, those people in the government, they do me real good. They even put in some iced coffee. How freaking awesome. Like, okay, anybody who complains about the Japanese government now, like, dude, I feel super taken care of. They are like taking care of me. So I don't know. I have a whole nother box to open here, but like, what the hell else could be in it? I like have everything I need. So anyway, if I find anything else cool, I'll show you guys. But gonna go have some iced coffee now. Ooh, thank you, Tokyo. You guys, they even gave me mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. What? Okay, so I figured I've showed you like everything so far, so I'm going to show you the rest of what they gave me. More water. I got some beans. Some corn. I got salad dressing. Let's chukadon it up. They also gave me a ton of like gluten-free spaghetti. How cool. I mean, I eat the normal type too, but that's nice. I got caramel corn. And I got like a bunch of these little fruit cups. Like there's mikan and as you can see, shiromomo, white peach. And a ton of these boxes of chukadon topping. So yeah. Here, caramel corn, you guys know. Got some shijimi miso soups. Some salad sticks. Yeah. Even got these spaghetti sauces. What? You guys. Thank you, Tokyo. How freaking cool. Mikan. Yeah, I don't know what to do with all of this. I definitely can't eat 8 boxes. Oh, stop. What am I doing?
I'm still not convinced that actually happened, but at the same time there were photos and DMs, but apparently that actually happened. And I can't lie, in this alternate universe where I apparently met Gabby Hanna, I didn't exactly have a good...
If you choose to stay in a hotel, the government will take care of you there. You'll probably have your temperature and your blood oxygen taken twice a day with a nurse, and they will give you, they'll bring you like a bento, a box lunch kind of thing, 3 times a day for you to eat at meal times. And the hotel is paid for. I think when I looked at the hotel list too, I think one of the hotels was a really nice hotel. I think it was like a Prince hotel, which I cannot even believe that that would be an option. I chose to stay home to recover primarily because I told my company I would do teleworking. I would work from home since I felt fine. And I, after talking with the health department people, they told me they could not confirm whether there would be Wi-Fi. What am I gonna do for 2 weeks with no Wi-Fi? I could at least use the pool, no? So if you choose to recover at home, in addition to sending you boxes of food and stuff so that you don't have to leave your house, they send you one of these. This is a pulse oximeter. Pulse oximeter. Pulse oximeter. Basically, you stick your finger in it, and it has to be level to the ground, but you stick your finger in it, and it takes your blood oxygen and your pulse. I have a video of that as well. One of the other things that the government sent me is this. It's a paroximeter. So it tests the oxygen level in your blood. So you just stick your finger into the back. Let's see what it says. Sorry, my charm there. Oh, 98. Okay. Well, looks like I'm all good. And twice a day, you have to answer a LINE questionnaire. If you don't know, LINE is the big messenger app that everybody uses here in Japan. You friend their LINE account, and they send you a questionnaire twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And the questionnaire asks you things like, how does your face look? How is your face coloring? Do you have blue lips? And stuff like that. They also ask you, do you feel unusual? Are you having chest pains or pains in your sphincters? I can't remember. They ask you about random pains in your body. Do you have a difficulty breathing? Do you have any nausea or feelings of wanting to throw up? Do you continue to have the diarrhea? Do you pee more than once in half a day? Lots of things, very important to know. And at the end, of course, they ask for your temperature and your blood oxygen level. Oh yeah, they also ask about your can you taste and such. Yeah. Anyway, if your results change, if you put different results, if you put a different answer on the questionnaire, they will probably contact you and call you and ask you about that. So for me, I kept not having a fever, and they were like, are you sure you're not having a fever? Are you taking medicine and not letting us know? And I was like, nope, I'm just not having any fevers. I got really, really lucky. I only had fever for 2 days. So I think that's not typical. But I was very happy that my fever did not continue, because it was not fun, of course. Finally, anybody wondering about me? I'm actually doing fine. I haven't really updated that because I didn't know what to say, but right now I just have a scratchy throat, and sometimes I have a really deep cough. But I'm doing really, really good. I'm teleworking at home right now, and I can still taste. I just can't smell. So that's all. But sorry for anybody who's worrying about me, but I'm doing good, and thank you anyway. So have a good day. Bye. And look at my nails. This is borrowed from the government, so I have to mail this back to somebody now that I've been released. On Friday, they contacted me to tell me, well, you haven't had any new fevers, and you're not developing any new symptoms, it seems like, so you're going to be free to go. So I was free to leave my apartment at, they even told me specifically, they said, you are free to leave at 23:59, 59. I was like, what? Specifically? Okay. And I did so, as you can see on my Instagram. And then I went back in because I was sleepy and tired. I wanted to go to sleep. But yeah, basically this whole experience for me has been quite interesting. Coming from the US, I come from Georgia. It's a southern state in the US where a lot of people, I know not everybody, but a lot of people that my family and is friends with, and a lot of people that I know have known growing up, have always said, you know, social medicine is not good for anyone. It takes away your freedom. I don't know. I'm not going to get political here. But one thing I would like to say is listening to what COVID experiences have been like for some people in the US, as opposed to what my experience has been like, I think that there is a difference between neglect and freedom. I never felt smothered. Of course, it was a little, you know, I guess you might say it's kind of uncomfortable to think, oh, it's 4 p.m., I have to find my oximeter and I have to do that. But it's only one small little questionnaire. Calling the lady once a day, you know, talking to the nurse at the health department. I felt like I was really being looked after. I was really being cared for. And what I've heard about some people being stuck in their homes who don't have family that can come look after them, just being stuck alone. It just sounds like I felt, even though I had Yo here, I was very lucky. I felt like I was really cared for by the government, even. So I was really, I felt a lot of gratitude. They sent me all the food, they loaned me this, they asked about how I was doing all the time, and I felt like they really took a lot of care to make sure that I was doing okay, and the people that I had been around, they could make sure that those people were okay as well. Sorry, there's a small bug, and it's driving me insane. Stop it. So of course, yeah, I'm not going to get political or anything here, but, I don't know, I felt really grateful, because of course I'm living here in Japan, where my family lives on the other side of the world, and I know that my mother and my dad and my older sister even, we're all like, we hope you feel better and we want to do something for you, but we can't because you're all the way over there. And I just feel very grateful to the people that I have around me. My friends weren't angry. Why did you do this? Why did you bring this upon us? My boyfriend has been so supportive. Yo has been so supportive. He helped me out so much, just bringing me ice cream and stuff. And my mom sent me a package to make sure I felt better. Macaroni and cheese. My dad contacted me on Facebook, and the government here just like straight up babying me. I'm so kansha. Thank you, Japan. So that's been my COVID experience. If you have any questions,
the format consists of
it's officially 12 o'clock, which means that my quarantine for COVID is over. Ow. Is over. So I can go outside. So I'm going to do it right now. If I can get there. Woo! Okay, I'm tired. So that has been my COVID experience, or my experience having COVID, the coronavirus in Japan, in Tokyo. I'm all good. I'm all good in the hood now. Yeah. I'm so lucky that I got a very light version of it. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I didn't have to be tubed up or anything, and I know like a lot of people have had really bad experiences with this, and people have lost loved ones and stuff like that, so I'm so lucky, and very, very fortunate to have had the experience that I had. If you have any questions that I did not answer in my many ramblings, please feel free to ask, and I will get you whatever information you need. If you see this and you're stuck over here wondering, what should I do? Also, you can message me. I will let you know anything that you might be useful to you. Sorry, I'm playing with this melody. But yeah, if you're also having the COVID time right now and you're watching other people's experiences to compare your own, let me know. How are you doing in comparison to me? I'm very interested to know what it was like for other people, and I want to be a help to anyone that I can be a help to. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful day. Go and wash your hands. Wash your face. Wash your friend's face. And your friend's hands. From a socially distanced distance. Yes, go do that. And I will see you all next time. Bye!